Mark and Sarah's love story was one for the ages. They met at a friend's party. Their eyes locked across the crowded room. It was instant attraction.
We spent the entire night talking and laughing. Our connection was undeniable.
They quickly fell deeply in love. Theirs was a love built on mutual respect, shared dreams, and a burning passion. They supported each other's ambitions. They celebrated each other's victories. They were each other's best friend and confidant.
Our wedding day was the happiest day of our lives. We were surrounded by loved ones. We pledged our love and commitment to one another. We were excited to embark on our journey as husband and wife.
They knew that their love would conquer all. They built a life together, filled with laughter, adventure, and unwavering support for one another. They were each other's rock, a safe harbor in the storms of life. Their love story was a testament to the power of connection, a beacon of hope in a world that often felt chaotic and uncertain. As the years passed, a subtle shift occurred in Mark and Sarah's relationship. The once easy banter became strained. The intimate moments they once shared became less frequent. A distance grew between them, an invisible wall that neither of them knew how to breach.
I became more distant. I spent more time on my phone. I seemed preoccupied, lost in a world that didn't include Sarah.
Sarah, perceptive and attuned to her husband's moods, couldn't shake the feeling that something was amiss. She noticed the subtle changes in his behavior. She felt the growing distance between them.
I tried to talk to Mark about it, but he brushed off my concerns. The once warm and vibrant connection we shared began to flicker and fade. The laughter we once shared became a distant memory. The intimacy we once cherished became a source of pain and confusion.
The love story that had begun with such promise was slowly unraveling. Sarah couldn't ignore the nagging feeling in her gut. Something was wrong. She knew it. Mark's emotional distance was palpable. His once loving gaze now seemed distant and evasive. He was physically present but emotionally absent.
I tried to rationalize his behavior. Maybe he was stressed from work. Maybe he was just going through a phase. But deep down, I couldn't shake the feeling that something more significant was at play. My intuition told me otherwise.
Late at night, while Mark slept soundly beside her, Sarah lay awake, her mind racing. She replayed their interactions, searching for clues, for any sign of what had gone wrong. She scrolled through his phone while he was in the shower, desperately seeking answers to the questions that haunted her. Doubt crept into her heart, poisoning the well of their love.
Was he having an affair? Was he no longer attracted to me? The uncertainty was agonizing. I felt lost and alone in the very relationship that had once been my sanctuary.
One night, Sarah found the courage to confront Mark. She couldn't bear the weight of her suspicions any longer. The words tumbled out of her mouth, a mixture of anger, hurt, and fear. She demanded to know the truth.
I initially denied everything, but as Sarah pressed me, my defenses crumbled. The truth, shamefully and painfully, came pouring out. I confessed to my addiction to pornography and masturbation.
The revelation hit Sarah like a ton of bricks. The man she loved, the man she had built her life with, was hiding a secret that was slowly destroying their marriage. The pain of his betrayal was unbearable.
I felt betrayed, humiliated, and utterly alone. The air hung heavy with unspoken words and raw emotion. The foundation of our relationship, once seemingly unbreakable, had been shattered. We were both left reeling from the impact of Mark's confession, unsure of what the future held.
The initial shock and anger gave way to a wave of emotions that threatened to drown them both.
I felt betrayed, heartbroken, and deeply insecure.
I was consumed by guilt, shame, and the crushing weight of my secret addiction.
They were at a crossroads. Their love story, once a source of strength and joy, had become a battlefield of hurt and resentment. The easy intimacy they once shared was replaced with awkward silences and unspoken accusations.
Yet, amidst the wreckage of our relationship, a glimmer of hope emerged.
We both loved each other deeply.
We were both committed to fighting for our marriage.
They knew that they needed help, professional help, to navigate the treacherous waters of addiction and betrayal. With trembling hands, they reached out for a lifeline, scheduling an appointment with a therapist specializing in addiction and couples counseling. It was a small step, but it was a step in the right direction, a testament to their enduring love and their shared desire to heal. Mark's journey through individual therapy was arduous and often painful. He had to confront the root of his addiction, the underlying insecurities and unmet needs that had fueled his unhealthy coping mechanisms.
I learned about the science of addiction. I explored the neurological and psychological factors that contributed to my compulsive behaviors.
He began to understand the difference between healthy sexuality and the destructive nature of his addiction.
Through therapy, I gained valuable insights into my own psyche. I discovered that my addiction stemmed from a deep-seated need for validation, a fear of intimacy, and a distorted view of healthy sexuality.
He began to challenge his negative thought patterns and develop healthier coping mechanisms. He learned to identify his triggers, the situations, emotions, and even specific images or websites that fueled his cravings.
I developed strategies to avoid or manage these triggers, replacing unhealthy habits with activities that brought me genuine joy and fulfillment.
While Mark embarked on his journey of self-discovery, Sarah was grappling with her own emotional turmoil. Couples therapy became a safe space for them to communicate openly and honestly, to rebuild the trust that had been shattered.
I struggled with feelings of betrayal, anger, and a deep sense of insecurity. I questioned everything about our relationship, wondering if I had ever truly known my husband. I felt like I was living with a stranger.
Through therapy, Sarah learned to express her hurt and anger in a constructive way. She began to understand the nature of addiction, recognizing that Mark's behavior was not a reflection of his love for her, but rather a symptom of his own internal struggles.
We learned to communicate our needs and expectations clearly and respectfully. We developed healthy boundaries and established a foundation of mutual trust and accountability.
The therapist guided them through exercises designed to foster empathy, forgiveness, and emotional intimacy. Forgiveness was not easy. It was a long and winding road, fraught with setbacks and moments of doubt. Sarah wrestled with her anger and hurt.
I struggled every day with the anger and hurt. It was so hard to let go.
Mark grappled with his guilt and fear of losing Sarah.
I was consumed by guilt and shame. The fear of losing Sarah was always there.
Forgiveness was about releasing the grip of resentment and anger. It was about moving forward with hope and commitment.
Forgiveness meant accepting Mark, flaws and all. It meant believing in his commitment to change.
For me, forgiveness meant forgiving myself. It meant taking responsibility for my actions. It meant becoming a better husband, worthy of Sarah's love.
Their love story, once a fairy tale romance, had been tested in the fires of addiction and betrayal, but like gold refined in a crucible, their love emerged stronger, more resilient, and imbued with a depth of understanding they had never known before.
We learned that love was not about perfection, but about acceptance. It was about choosing to see the best in each other, even on our worst days.
Supporting each other through life's challenges, no matter how difficult the journey, became our new reality.
Their intimacy, once clouded by secrecy and shame, was reborn. They rediscovered the joy of physical touch, the comfort of emotional vulnerability, and the sacredness of their connection. Their lovemaking became a celebration of their healing, a testament to the power of forgiveness and grace. They emerged from the darkness hand in hand, forever changed by their shared experience.
Our love story was no longer a fairy tale, but a testament to the enduring power of human connection, a beacon of hope for other couples navigating the treacherous waters of addiction and betrayal.
The journey to healing was not linear. There were setbacks and moments of doubt. Triggers arose and temptations whispered in the shadows. But Mark and Sarah, armed with the tools of therapy and the unwavering support of each other, faced each challenge with courage and determination.
We learned that recovery was a lifelong journey, a process of constant growth and self-awareness.
We attended support groups, both individually and together, finding solace and strength in the shared experiences of others who understood our struggles.
They discovered a new kind of intimacy, one built on honesty, vulnerability, and a deep respect for each other's boundaries. They learned to communicate their needs and desires openly and to prioritize their emotional and physical connection.
The scars of addiction remained, a reminder of the pain we had endured and the strength we had found in each other.
But these scars were also a testament to our resilience, a symbol of our enduring love and our commitment to building a brighter future together.
Mark and Sarah's story is a testament to the power of love, forgiveness, and the transformative potential of therapy. Their journey is a beacon of hope for other couples facing the challenges of addiction and betrayal, a reminder that healing is possible, even in the darkest of times.
Our story highlights the importance of open communication, vulnerability, and the willingness to seek professional help when needed.
It underscores the fact that addiction is not a sign of weakness, but a complex issue that requires compassion, understanding, and specialized treatment.
If you or someone you love is struggling with addiction, please know that you are not alone. Reach out for help. There are resources available, people who care, and a path to healing. Love can conquer all, even the most challenging of obstacles, and there is always hope for a brighter tomorrow.